So we were discussing about the muscular tissues. So how many types of muscular tissues are there, children? There are 3 types. Can you just name them? Yes, Harsh.
Ma'am, cardiac muscle, skeletal muscle, and smooth muscle.
Okay. Where are these smooth muscles present? Can you see this image? Where are these smooth muscles present? These smooth
Lungs, ma'am.
muscles are present in lungs, eyes, intestines, stomach.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, that's fine. So, cardiac muscles. Why? For what, Harsh? I'm just muting you. I just want to ask others. Manogna. Yes, Manogna,
Yes, ma'am.
can you just tell me what are the functions of cardiac muscles? For what they help? Cardiac muscles.
Yeah, fine. Um, Cardiac muscles, they are involuntary are present in the walls now
Yes, Joshit.
because of the heart.
They are voluntary or involuntary?
Involuntary, ma'am.
Involuntary.
What they help? They help in? Yes, Joshit.
Pumping blood, ma'am, and
Yes, they
oxygen.
help in pumping blood. Okay, that's good. So cardiac muscles, these are very flexible. They help the heart, the pumping of the heart. They ease the pumping of the heart. So skeletal muscles. So where are these skeletal muscles present? Yes, below it.
Near bones, ma'am.
Okay, for what they help us? They help in?
Can I tell, ma'am?
Yes, you can.
To maintain the structure of the body.
Oh, for what these tissues help in? I mean, sorry, the skeletal muscles, they help in? What are the functions they perform? What type of functions they perform? Yes, Harsh?
Ma'am, contraction and relaxation, ma'am.
Yes, good. Contraction and relaxation. And where are they present?
In elbows, ma'am, hands.
Only in elbows?
Ma'am,
You can find only at elbows and nowhere else? Where are they
knees also,
present?
ma'am.
Only knees. Actually, they are attached to the bones. Skeletal muscles are attached to
Yes, ma'am.
bones. They help in easy movement of the body parts, bones especially, okay? Yes. Srikshita, can you tell me? Smooth muscles help in?
Ma'am, did I miss anything?
Smooth muscles help in. Where are smooth muscles present, Srikshita? Smooth muscles are present in? Yes, switch on your camera, everyone. Yes, Srikshita. Okay, that's fine if you can't tell the answer. Okay, I'm muting everyone and I'm starting with the lesson. Smooth muscles are present in stomach, intestine, lungs, eyes. So they are present in the bronchi, uterus, etc. They help the smooth muscles which are present in the stomach. They help in easy movement of the easy bowel movement, and they help. Just one second, children. I'll admit everyone. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So I hope you all have understood about the cardiac muscles, smooth muscles, skeletal muscles. So these tissue, they help in different types of functions, in performing different functions. They are present in they are present at different locations in different organs. So now coming to connective tissue. Connective tissues are of 6 types. They are loose. Yes, Hanvita? Sorry, I haven't seen you.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I'll rejoin in another mobile, ma'am. Will you allow me, please?
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, sure. So children, now coming to connective tissue. Connective tissues are of 6 types. Loose connective tissue, which is called as areolar. So this loose connective tissues are also called as areolar. Areolar tissue is a loose tissue that forms a packing material between the organs in the human body. They form the pack. Just one second, I'll admit everyone. They are waiting out there. Yes. So this loose connective tissue, like it's called as areola, it's a loose tissue which forms a packing material between the organs in the human body. It's filled with air. This tissue is filled with air. It usually it supports the organs in the human body. They are present in between the organs of human body in order to avoid any jerks and accidents. When you are jumping, children, when you are jumping, then your organs will also move, isn't it? In order to avoid any accident, in order to avoid any harm to your internal organs, they are being in the middle. Areolar tissues are there. They act like packing material. They support the organs in order to prevent the organs from any jerks or any harm. Like if you are prone to any accident, for example, I'm talking about if you are prone to any accident, children, like if you're driving a car, you're prone to any accident, then what happened to the driver's seat? A big balloon, it just emerges out during the accident near the steering, isn't it? So it prevents you from
Yes, ma'am. Airbag, ma'am.
accident. Yeah, an a bag, it comes out to prevent you from any injuries to your head. So in the same way, these tissues, areolar tissues, they help in preventing any harm, preventing any accident, internal injuries to your organs. So they are very nicely and tightly packed inside your body. And even we have fat cells also, fat tissues. So it's adipose tissue, it's called as adipose tissue. It's nothing but fat cells. Even these also help in providing the insulation and protection to the internal organs. So this is, remember, underline these: loose connective tissue and adipose tissue, underline it completely. They are really important. And even the cardiac tissues also, underline, children. This is really important point to remember. Just one second, I'll underline for you. Underline all these because these are all important. Underline it with the pencil, children. You have to remember this. Voluntary and involuntary. Do not get confused between involuntary actions and voluntary actions. Okay, children? Involuntary actions are carried out by the smooth muscular tissue, cardiac tissue, even heart. The functions which are carried out by the heart are called as involuntary actions. And even underline this also. Adipose tissue is composed of the fat cells that stores fats and surrounds most of the internal organs, providing them with insulation and protection. You all have underlined? I'm erasing everything. Do you all have your course books with you?
Which page, ma'am?
Just one second.
14.
14, page number 14.
Yes, ma'am.
Now coming to next one, the cartilage. Cartilage is present between the bones. It helps to reduce the friction between the bones and provides flexibility. Even you can find this cartilage bone. Just touch your ears. Touch it how they are. They are moving. Aren't they flexible? Do
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have bone inside it? It's a very thin bone. Upper part. Just touch the upper part and even touch your nose. Touch your nose. Do you have a bone in your nose? Yes, but it is very flexible. You are able to move your nose, isn't it? You're able to move your ears also. So the bone which is present in these parts, and even they are present in other parts of also. This is called as cartilage. Cartilage is present between the bones. It helps to reduce the friction between the bones and provides flexibility.
Ma'am,
Underline, yes, underline it also.
ma'am, I didn't understand loose connective tissues and adipose tissues, ma'am.
Okay, that's fine. Underline it first. I'll explain. I'll go back again and explain you once again. Underline
Yes,
this cartilage also. You've understood about the cartilage?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's fine. So connective tissue. Connective tissues, they are interconnected. They just form a connective link between organ to organ. They just pack everything very nicely in order to avoid any accidents. While you are jumping, you just play, isn't it, children? Small children, they just play. So usually when they are playing, there must be a possibility of harming your internal organs. So in order to prevent that, there are areolar tissues which are filled with air. So these tissues are called loose tissues. They form packing material between the organs. They pack any spaces are there, any gaps are there in between the human organs. They act like a packing material. They just adjust in between the organs and they try to separate them and they try to protect them internally. Like the
Examples,
example I
ma'am.
have given you, like a car, when you're driving a car, when you're prone to an accident, so near the steering, a bag is there. So that airbag comes out suddenly when you're prone to any accident in order to avoid any injuries to your head, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll just show you the picture so that you can understand. You want me to show the picture?
Your wish, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. Fluid, the blood. You know, blood is a fluid which is running, rushing into the nerves inside our body. So the heart is helping in the movement of this blood. It circulates this blood throughout the body. If it stops, then what will happen? We may not live, we may die. So this blood is a fluid connective tissue. It's also a connective tissue because it's continuously flowing. There are no gaps in between. For example, children, do you have a filter? I mean, like filtering the water. Do you have a machine for filtering the water like AquaGuard and Aquafina? Do you have that? Water purifiers,
Yes,
do you
ma'am.
have at your home? So what it
Yes,
does,
ma'am.
children?
Yes, ma'am.
It
So
purifies the water.
when you're trying to purify the water, yes, yes, Harsh. want to tell
It
something?
purifies the water, ma'am.
Yeah, it purifies the water. Okay, that's fine. So when you just try to purify it, when sometimes when you just put on the tube for just pulling the water in a container, you just take water and you just put the pipe for filtering. Okay, if unexpectedly or if the water gets finished, then the air comes into that, isn't it? If the air passes, then it can't filter the water properly, it gets stopped. Do you understand? The air bubbles come in between. While filtering, air bubbles come in between. You have observed at any time?
Yes, ma'am. In carbonated water.
Air bubbles come in between. So in the case of blood, do it happens? No. In
No.
case of blood, it doesn't happen. There are no air bubbles in between. There are no impurities in between. Blood is a connective tissue. This blood cells are interconnected to each other. So that's why they are called as connective tissue. Blood is a fluid. It is called as a connective tissue. Yes, Sikshita, you have any doubt? You have raised the hand. Sikshita, please put your hand down if you don't have any doubts. Yes, even Hanvita, do you have any doubt?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, once can you explain cartilage tissue, ma'am?
Yeah, sure. I'll explain to you. I'll even show you the video also so that you can clearly understand it. Okay? Please mute yourselves, children. So we'll go now we were talking about the blood. Blood is a fluid. So just one second. Okay. Blood is a fluid connective tissue. It is made up of red blood cells. So usually you've heard of RBCs and WBCs, children. Have you heard about that? You have been gone through blood test, or your elders have been gone through the blood test. So there we in the blood test they
I have
do.
also gone to blood test.
Okay, that's fine. So usually in the blood test report, they'll be going through the count of the blood cells, WBC and RBC, and even hemoglobin percentage also they note down. So these are the cells which are present in the blood. In the blood, we have RBCs. They are called as red blood cells. The full form is red blood cells, RBC. WBC. WBC, the full form is
White
White
blood
white
blood
cells.
blood
cells.
cells. Yes,
White blood
good.
cells.
And even what all we have in the blood, including red blood cells and white blood cells, we have platelets, blood platelets.
Platelets.
Yes, along with salts, nutrients, and water. It circulates throughout the body. Okay, I hope you've understood with this blood fluid. Any doubts, anyone? You want me to repeat?
No,
Yes.
ma'am.
Vilohit, Bhuvan, Hitansh, Vilohit, any doubt?
What are platelets, ma'am?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
one
What are
second, children.
platelets?
Just one second. Tendons. So fibrous connective tissues are called as tendons. Tendons connect bones to muscles. Tendons are fibrous with great strength. So tendons are fibrous with great strength. Bones form the framework of the body. Bones anchor the muscles and support the organs in the body. It is a non-flexible tissue. Okay, children, the bones which are present in your legs, hands, and the skull, can it move? Can your skull
No.
move? No, it is non-flexible. Can your leg bone, are you able to fold it like your ear? No,
No,
because it
No.
is
ma'am.
No.
very strong. It is non-flexible, but it supports the organs in the body. So it forms a framework of the body. So what is which framework supports the internal organs like heart, lungs. What is it called? What is it called? Which supports the internal organs. Firstly, I'll just show you the video.
It is first.
Ma'am, I'm
First
checking, ma'am.
only. Yes,
Ma'am, it is
first.
on first, ma'am.
Yeah, see? Mm.
Yes. Now watch this video first and then we'll have the
A red liquid that keeps in the animals. We all know it's the blood, a red liquid that keeps us alive. And we also know how important blood is. But what exactly is blood? The blood may look like red liquid, but it has different cells and it is also a tissue. Blood supports other tissues by providing nutrients and connects them. For example, lungs sends oxygen to the tissues through blood. Digestive system provides nutrients to the tissues through blood. So, we can say blood is a connector, binds or separates other tissues.
just 1 second, children. I'll just increase its quality because it's somewhat blurred. Yeah, you can watch it.
Blood is. But what exactly is blood? The blood may look like red liquid, but it has different cells and it is also a tissue. Blood supports other tissues by providing nutrients and connects them. For example, lungs sends oxygen to the tissues through blood. Digestive system provides nutrients to the tissues through blood. So, we can say blood is a connective tissue that transports oxygen, food, hormones, waste materials, and it is a fluid tissue. You know, bone is also a connective tissue. How does hard, rigid bones fall into the same category as blood? That is, they both are connective tissues. You know, in a connective tissue, cells are loosely spaced and embedded in an intercellular matrix. The matrix may be jelly-like, fluid, dense, or rigid. In case of blood, that matrix is fluid and is called plasma. So, blood is a liquid or fluid, you can say. In case of bone, that matrix is dense, rigid, which is composed of calcium and phosphorus compounds. So, the connective tissues connect, support, bind, or separate other tissues or organs. The bones also support other organs or tissues. For example, it anchors the muscles and supports the main organs. Touch your ear. It's hard but flexible, unlike bones. This is cartilage, another kind of connective tissue which has widely spaced cells. Cartilage has solid matrix and is made of protein and sugar. Hence, it is solid but flexible. Cartilage also smoothens bone surface at the joints. Apart from ears, cartilage is also present in nose, trachea, larynx, etc. So, the cartilage supports bone. In nose and ear, the cartilage creates a supportive structure. So, it is a connective tissue. Now, the two bones are connected to each other by an elastic tissue, which also has considerable strength.
Children, because
This
of less
connective
time,
tissue is called the ligament. The blood.
it's because of less time. I'll just show you this video. Tomorrow we'll continue with this.